Hello everybody, you're on the air with VA3EWV. We're about to get started here in just a few minutes, about 5 minutes there. We're going to be kicking off our AllStar and EchoLink party here. Just getting the computer started up. I think my EchoLink is, my AllStar and EchoLink Node is ready to go. Got my pen and paper for logging. Got my Amateur of the Year award right here to keep me company. And soon I'll have my advanced certificate to go on the wall there with my other certificate. So all's a good day. Like I said, I'm just waiting to get into my AllStar node here. Hope everybody's having a good day. And thank you for tagging along with VA3EWV.
VA1WIN.
I see.
VA3EWV-L.
Yeah, I see we have some people already out there too. This is great. So I'm gonna log into my node, my thing here, my node, and start saying hi to some of these folks out there. We got VA3ADB out there already. We also have a VE1WIN out there already. So hey, there's no time like the present. We might as well get this party started. Okay. Well, I have to also pull up my my Facebook so I can have the camera pointing the right way, which I can't see what it's pointing at. So I need to log in and see if it's pointing at the right thing and if it's actually working. Okay, so it is on. So that's already a good sign. That's a good sign. Yeah. So we got 4 people on there. Guys, come on in. Come on in and join me. Here, come join the party. And this is Worldwide Amateur Day or something like that. Yeah, April the 18th. All amateur radio operators worldwide take to the airwaves to celebrate World Amateur Radio Day. It stops at 8 o'clock. I was home late, so I don't get to do it. It ends at 8 o'clock, but no problem. I'll celebrate with y'all here. All right, let's get started. Now that I can see what's happening. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, Ernest here in St. Andrews, West Ontario, starting our EchoLink and AllStar Node QSO party here. I see that we have already, we have VE1WIN already here, and we also have VA3ADB. VE1WIN, come on in.
I'd like to redo my basic exam and do get the with honors, basic with honors. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. I do have the advanced book here too, but I'm just trying to figure which way I want to go with it. I'd like to get on HF. Right now I'm just restricted to 2 meters and 440 and 6, and all the VoIP radio programs on the computer there. So congratulations again on the endorsement on getting the advanced part of the license there. So with that, back to net control.
There you go. Thank you so much there, V1WIN. Hey, I'll just let you know, that's where I grew up at. That was my hometown. 2 meters, 70 centimeter, 220. I never had a rig for 6 meters, so I didn't get to enjoy it. So I have my Anytone D578UV Plus, and where you grow up is where you know, right? And I have DMR on that as well. So it kept me really busy, and luckily for me, I was blessed to live in a place that had 8 repeaters. And they were a little sleepy at first, but I woke them up when I got on the air. They will tell you that I woke those repeaters up. And a cool story, last summer around the same time, I started a daily rag chew from 8 to 9 o'clock, and that went on. Then I went on to get a job, and I was hoping it wouldn't die out. I told them to keep it going, and they did. And still to this day, they're enjoying from 8 to 9 o'clock. And the reason I'm so still like the EchoLink and stuff is because I have to drive an hour to Ottawa, And by the time everybody gets on, I'm halfway there, so I'll make it to work on time. So I'm already out of repeater range. But now I can log on with my EchoLink and get out there and still have some fun. Okay, stick around. Just put the radio in the background because we're going to have a little round robin and get to know each other. Appreciate you coming out. Victor Echo 3, Alpha Delta Bravo. Come on in.
Good evening, Ernest. I hope you can hear me all right. Congratulations. I guess I'm going to have to call you professor now, or doctor, something like that, to sort of recognize your status as a senior ham. So I'm not sure if that's even the word, a senior ham. But anyways, congratulations. One of these days I'll get mine, but I'm just too lazy. I was fortunate enough that I could get the HF bands with my basics, so I've never really had any use for the other one. I'm not interested in building anything, and I didn't want to be responsible for any equipment. Back to you.
Well, I tell you what, I shared the same sentiment that you had. And then on one summer day, our EchoLink and AllStar Node went down. And I was like, when is it going to get repaired? And there was no ETA. So I had to hop into action really fast because I had met a lot of people from the VE1 category there, like Devin and Kimberly and Rebecca and Ryan and Tim. I sound like Santa Claus here. Santa Claus. See, that's how us folks down south say it. Santa Claus. But, I've met all those people. All of a sudden, I couldn't talk to them. And then on top of that, for a short little time, it was members only there for a second. So I was like, oh, I got to do something. So that one event spurred me to come do this because I found out that I couldn't get anything on my own unless I had an advanced license. So there you go. Oh, and just so happened, Iraq was offering the course for free to people who had their Iraq membership. And I've been a bronze member since I started. So there you go. Just like that, I was off and running. I don't know about 10 meter and stuff like that. My thing is to, first, Joe, so you know, my goal is to follow my mom's footsteps. She was with the nursing home for 30 years, and she's a program coordinator, and they were always looking for something to do to keep people up, because if they have something to do, they live longer. So I'm going to go out between Ottawa, Cornwall area and start ringing the phones to the seniors' homes and stuff like that, and all that stuff, and see if there are any hams out there that might have moved away off the radio. But now with things like cell phones, iPads, and stuff like that, and with the epidemic that went through, most everybody knows how to use Zoom. So I'm just going to say this is just like Zoom and get them back on there. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. Don't go away, Joe. Sit around and hang out for a while. And we have VA3 SDO Daniel in there waiting around. Come on in, Dan.
You're not happy with something, you go further. Like you have a restriction, you overcome it. So I'm impressed. You're an inspiration, and congratulations, man.
Yeah, in the Army they said shoot, communicate, move, right? So you shoot, communicate what you shot, then move on to the next target, right? We also had a thing called pivot, right? So if you're going somewhere and something happens, you just pivot. You make that 90-degree turn just like, but you do it in style. The U.S., they have to do that side step, pow, get it on there, and that's how we do it. So, you know what, I didn't even worry about that stuff. It was like, whoop, just go to something else and make it happen, right? So that's what I'm all about there. Besides that community event that I want to do, the next thing up is the old Morse code there, the CW. So I'm going to get me a paddle there, not the straight key. I've been practicing on straight key, and it's just not doing it for me. And since I was a man of music for so many years, everything has a rhythm. I can hear the rhythm. So hopefully I'll be beating that out, because I want to add that on my certificate too. So we got, so far we got Joe and Dan here, and you guys are of few words, and I'm of many words. So if you have any questions about what I've been doing other than that stuff, I'm here. I'm here for an hour. So we'll see who else joins us. So we're just gonna do. If you want to say something, pop on in there. We'll just do a round robin. Oh, that was good. Oh, one thing, since you guys are the Sound of Silence there, Saturday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I'm having cake and ice cream. Just letting you know that, though, Joe. It's by invitation only because I don't want everybody at my house. Break. So it's by invitation only from 2 to 5. It's short notice, but I had no idea I was going to be passing my exam. I had actually set up 3 exam dates. So if the first one didn't go, I wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to head on to the second one, then head on to the third one. And if that didn't go right, I was just going to keep studying, because if you've gone through the exam, you can go through again. So we have VA3HRO that just joined us here. Let's go ahead and bring him in there. VA3HRO, VE3LI. Come on in, VA3HRO. Let's get him on in here. VA3HRO. See if he can connect to us. I see him here. That's Michael. So he might be having a hard time connecting. So he's VA3LI too. See, you know, you do this long enough, you know what the deal is. Some people have those 5-letter call signs. So who knows, I'll be able to probably get one of those. Okay, he wasn't able to make it there. Maybe he's trying to get back in again. That was VA3LI, Mike, VA3HRO. He has 2 call letters there. Anyway, like I said, I'll be having some people over this weekend, some cake and ice cream and stuff and some coffee. Joe, I don't know if you know this or not, but I got a fox. And we're not going to do a fox hunt, but this will be a time for us to go out, and the fox is right there in front of us. But you'll be able to take your attenuator and your stuff and just, kind of work with it now that it's there. So, one thing is finding out where its location, but then, you want to, I've never had any practice up close. So my wife went out and bought one for me, because our fox has been down, well, not down, it's repaired, but there's no ETA for a fox hunt. On the site it keeps saying TBA, and it's been like 6-7 months. Let's try to bring in VA3HRO now. Come on in. He might get up in there one day. Well, let me turn the volume down here. I think Michael's trying to get up in there. VA3HRO, come on in. See, we're working out the bugs and stuff like that, so no big deal. Joe, besides, the daily grind, what else you been up to, over?
There we are. Okay. Well, I was just checking into the Sandbox net. That's an HF net. Might want to check that one out. It's a 380, I think it is, 3780 to get now. Anyways, I just did that. First time I checked in there in a couple of years. Been pretty lazy, actually, doing a few things, but nothing really out of the ordinary. I'm going to try and make it out to your place on Saturday. I hope I can get there, and I'll bring my fox hunting gear along just in case, but we'll see how it goes. I think it's,
Ain't that the truth? And hey, look, here's the deal too. I'm going to have my two grandkids here, right? And I only have the one Yagi. So if you can't make it or you can't stay, you can let me if you don't mind. I will. I know people that can repair stuff. We're not gonna break anything, but we just have the one. And the thing is, the grandkids are both coming over, and every time they come, since I remember, they always wanted to play hide and seek, right? And I really didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway because that's like just the one. I mean, we have a big property, as you know, and they go and hide in all the same places and act like I can't find them. But I'm like, you know what? I'll get that fox out there and have them, you know, at 5 and 6 years old, manhandling those attenuators and going to look for the fox there. Over.
Oh, that's affirmative, Ernest. I'll be happy to bring the stuff out for your grandkids. Yeah, no problem there. It's all you can have it as long as you want it. So yeah, no problem there. I'll drop it off and I'll stay for cake, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'm getting one of those high dollar Costco cakes. You know, I was thinking about going all up, you know, and probably getting a tuxedo cake, you know, and stuff like that. Not just one of those sheet cakes, but I've had the sheet cakes and they're pretty doggone good, right? So, you know, I might, who knows? Because they make some good old cheesecake too. I don't know if you've seen all the desserts there, but I might get a tuxedo cake and a cheesecake, you know. It's by invite only, so I'm inviting my bestest pals. Those of you that have supported me along the way there, right?
Oh, well, thanks for including me in that, Ernest. There's a lot of people out there that are pretty happy to hear that you've got this done. You're really an inspiration to all us lazy old guys who've been sitting on it for years and never really bothered doing anything. But yeah, actually, I was thinking you should get a cake in the shape of a microphone or something like that. That would be kind of cool. Back to you.
Yeah, I've seen him do some fancy stuff there with that. The name just escaped me. It's some kind of whatever stuff for baking, marzipan, I think it is. And then they just, you know, they print on it. Have you ever seen that before? They just print a picture out on the cake and stuff like that. You know, because I want to have a big picture of my cheesy self in my little hat, you know, with a mic up to my face going VA3 EWV. Hey, I gotta tell you one that's gonna make you laugh before you get out of here. Hold on a second. VE3ARF. Come on in there, Rob. I'll tell Joe, VE3ADB. Some people have found out that they can hit my little node on the simplex. You guys can't hear them, but they can hear you. So Rob, VE3ARF, is just calling in there. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, good evening, Ernest. Well, say hello to everybody for me, but I can't hear them because you're not live streaming.
What? Oh, you're doing the April Fools. I am live streaming. I hope I'm on the right place, though. Maybe I'm live streaming on my my regular Facebook page. I'm going to go see. No, I'm there. 18 minutes live. There's 3 people watching. See, man, you have scared me. Come on. If you guys are out there that are watching, like Peter and Michael and the other Michael, there's like 3 Michaels. Don't be shy. You guys can come on in. Nobody's gonna bite you. And I see my cousins down there from Louisiana. Uncle Rich, come on. Okay, I think I can say come on here. Yeah, I can. Hey, look, but anyway, Joe, you ready for it? Okay, make sure you don't have no water in your mouth and let me know when it's clear.
I see you now, Ernest.
Okay.
Okay, everything's good to hear. Yeah, you can say anything you want. It's your nose, man.
Okay, Rob can see me now too. So Rob, you can hear both. You'll be able to hear both sides. So Joe and Rob, my wife says to me, "Why do you always repeat yourself? 2 or 3 times?" We just got another person there too, VA3DZT. So before I say the joke, let's bring in VA3DZT. Come on in.
VA3DZT portable, calling VA3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Coxbury near St. Dan. How you doing, buddy?
Simon, I'm doing really good. I'm excited as heck. You can just imagine. You know, I can see us, doing some things together. You know, side by side. We have VE3ARF over there, and he's done a lot of stuff with Ham. So I told him I'm gonna start giving him a run for his money. He was just laughing. He's like, "I got 40 years." I'm like, "Yeah, but you go to sleep early." So he got about 15, 20, 25, 30 years on me there, Simon, and I got about 3 or 4 years on you. But thanks for going in. So you're portable. Are you coming through the EchoLink or AllStar? Or are you coming in simplex? No, he's got to be coming in through AllStar.
Yeah, so I'm operating EchoLink on my smartphone right now into the EchoLink node that you posted on the Facebook channel there. I think my father might be popping in a few minutes to congratulate you as well from the Hamilton area. But yeah, I know you've been working hard, practicing, and I hope HF welcomes you with open arms, and you'll be running that net on 7 megs in no time, buddy. So I'll say have a great rest of your evening there, and I'll be checking out VA3DZT portable.
Hey, VA3DZT, hang in there for 1 second. I gotta tell this joke. Everybody stand by. VA3 Delta Victor Yankee. VA3 Delta Victor Yankee, come on in. Dave, I know you're there, Dave. VA3 Delta Victor Yankee, Dave from Richmond Hill, Ontario. I see you there. See if you can come on in. I got a couple of guys waiting for this joke. It's not going to be funny, by the way, but it's going to be not so funny that you're still going to laugh. VA3DVY, come on in. Okay, we'll give you time to work that out. So here's my non-funny joke. It's not even a joke. My wife says to me when I was down in Louisiana, she says, "Ern, what?" And this is not anything racist. I'm just saying because she just noticed that this is like true. She was around my kinfolk, and she says when they're playing dominoes, why do they say stuff like 3 times? So they're sitting there and they're playing dominoes. You gotta smack talk, right? So they'll say, I'm gonna 90 days in jail or 5, like they say stuff. They say it 3 times. So she hears me doing this. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor VA3 EWV Mobile. So she says, why do you say it twice? I'm like, well, truth be told, there are a lot of people that listen. So if you just go VA3 Echo Victor, nobody's going to know where you were because, the scanner thing's going to come on unless you guys know a better way to do it. I said, so that's why I said it like that. Now, when I got my advanced, I said to her, hey, babe, hold on to your hats. It's about to be... This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor Advanced Ham in St. Andrews, Ontario. VA3 EWV Mobile. See, I told you it wasn't going to be funny. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to add that. No, it's not even a prefix or a suffix. I'm going to have to add that in the middle there. So what did you think about that, Joe? Hey, I'm not really gonna do that. But she thought I was. But I just thought it was funny because nobody ever in the world does that. So Simon, thank you for coming on in there. I know you got to get to go in there. Rob, are you still out there? Over.
V3ARF. Yes, I am. I just added a comment to your Facebook page for your joke.
Okay, you guys can't hear Rob out there, but he says he's adding a comment for my joke there. And we still have, so VA3DZT, yep, that's Simon out there. So Simon, what is your dad's call sign there?
VA3 EWV, VA3 VZ portable returning. Yeah, his call is Victor Echo 3 November Yankee X-ray. I'm not sure if he's going to be around the next couple minutes, might be a little while, but I think he might pop on via EchoLink to say hello and wish you a congrats. How's the net been going so far, though? You've been running this every Thursday night around 8 p.m., I guess?
Well, first, stand by for a second, and I will definitely answer that question. I just saw Kilo 15 Tango Juliet Lima pop in there. Let's say hi to him, and then I'll answer that question for you. Come on in there, K15 TJL. Come on in.
Good evening, everyone. KI5 TJL, Ryan, Covington, Louisiana. Good evening, 73s, and congratulations, buddy.
Hey, Ryan, it's good to hear you out there. All the way from Covington. You know what the deal is. You know, I'm sure excited to hear you out there. Yeah, it's been quite the road. You know, you and I've been chatting it up for a long time now. And I'm glad I can sit there and hit you, you know. And hopefully if I get some help over here, I'm not going to say no names, Joe and everybody else out there. Hopefully I get me an antenna put up because the wife went out, her and VE3ARF, who's on here now, Simplex, they're out there scheming, and they had faith in me. But when I came home and I got the test, and my wife says, hey, look, I got something for you. And there was a brand spanking new Yeza, not Yezu, but Yeza 991 Alpha. A shack in the box there. Come on. Oh, this is awesome.
I'm so jealous.
Well, she told me, we had an RV that we bought when we were living in Canada there in the city. And we were always going out to the countrysides and stuff, to those parks on the weekends, you know, with the grandkids and stuff like that. Then we moved out to this nice place, and it's just been sitting there. So she had said, because I've been selling T-shirts, keychains, you name it. I've been raising the money, and I was about $400 away. Even for Easter, I had people that love and support me. They were even donating me money to get the radio there, eh? So wife says to me, if you can sell that RV for what I'm asking, you know, not a penny less, I'll get that thing for you. There's no RV on my property, and I didn't sell it for a penny less. People were calling me and stuff like that. I'm like, it's a one and done. It's a take it or leave it. So I got the RV out the yard like that, and it wound up costing us nothing. I'm not giving my stuff back because I told her, I'm like, well, no, hold on. I got the tower, but I need to get a rotor. I need to get a beam. I need to get a switch. I need to get lightning protection. I need to get all this other stuff, right? But Ryan, thank you for being in there today as well. And we have with us right now on the radio VA3DZT, just to let you know, my friend Simon, and VA3ADB, my friend Joe. They're local here. They're on EchoLink, so wave a hand at them.
Yeah, they're always on the group page too, right?
You got it. So yeah, just having a lot of fun out here with this. And so Simon, your question was how long I've been doing this. Okay, well that's interesting. So we're gonna have the guy for EchoLink at the next meeting there. So if you're able to join in person or via Zoom, see, I didn't know if I wanted to go and be on Zoom so I could sit there and talk to him, or if I wanted to go there in person and stuff like that. I was really unsure, but I'll definitely ask that. So you just have the EchoLink program installed on your computer. You have to unplug the mic to get the receive to work, and that will be something I'm asking. Hey, before you get out there, we have VE3 VWB Rebecca. So Rebecca, my wife bought for me the Shack in the Box, the Yaesu 991 Alpha, the one with the 6 meter UHF, VHF, and HF. So that's the one she got me there. Over.
Oh, that is awesome. Nice radio. Yeah, that has got the fusion and 8 RPS and all the rest of the toys with it as well. So that's a nice radio.
So what I've had, people were saying to me, "Oh, so welcome to HF, and all that stuff," and I was like, "Yeah." But I tell you, the reason I wanted that radio was not for HF. Actually, I grew up here in a town that has 8 repeaters. There's actually 20 repeaters that I can key up and talk on from my house. I guess I'm in the magic spot or something like that, but I can talk to repeaters in Quebec, the States, Ottawa, all on my setup. And I'm only like 40 feet up in the air on a Solar Max tri-band antenna for 220, 70, and 2. So I've been using that, but the reason I want that radio, I've been watching you guys do Parks on the Air, and I've been watching my friend VE3ARF do FT8 and FT4. So that's why I wanted the radio for FT8, FT4, and to do Parks on the Air. So I just can't wait to go out there and get my software installed and all that stuff, and go do my first activation, eh?
Until you get the first activation under your belt, you can always go and hunt. We're always looking for hunters. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure how many repeaters I have in this area directly, but well, probably close to 20 within, 10 miles or so, 15 miles, give or take. Simcoe, there's Baden, Kitchener, Cambridge. You go a little further to London and Hamilton. So yeah, there's quite a few in this area. There's only a couple that I usually frequent, but every now and then I'll venture off and stay around.
I hear that. So I will be bidding your ear here soon. I do have a in-fed antenna that I made with VE3 EZB. He got all the parts together, and you might have saw the video, but he laid all the parts out. And that was one of my first experiences using the soldering iron and stuff like that. And we built, I remember we measured it was like 63 or 68. I know it was one of those. But I have that already. So I'm going to have the Shack in the Box. I'll get a battery or whatever, but I'll talk to you. I'll see when you have some time, because I only know my other friend Bob VE3JA, and he's the one that took me to my first Parks on the Air. I was very, very young in ham too. I really didn't even know what was going on, but he says I'm going to activate this new park called Cooper or Copper or something, and there are people lined up because I guess
Summer or winter or when it is. Definitely, I'll be the last Saturday. Did a new park for me. I just hunted from the park and 30 some odd contacts. So I haven't done the log for that one yet. It's coming up. I'm not sure where I'll be on Saturday morning, but I'll go and do another one somewhere down in
Well, this has been a great time. Well, this has been a great time for sure. And like I said, I was doing this mainly this net here for EchoLink and AllStar, because this is not like a lot of people that I talk to. This is not their mode of communication, but it's just a good backup mode of communication there, right? So, with that being said, this is something to really just practice on and see how it works. Because if all heck does break loose, at least this is another option. And that's why I'm glad we have times like this to just stay out here and be on here. So I can just help people like VA3HRO. I know that this is not his main mode either, but he's checking to see if it's working, and then we can try to fix those issues. So in case we need it, we can use it. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are stopping out there. I wish you were a little closer to town there, because I'm having a little get-together at my house on Saturday from 2 to 5, and I have a new Fox that my wife bought me. It's not like we have to hide it. We're going to be practicing our stuff. Guess who just dropped in there, folks? VE3KKA, Kimberly. Come on in there, Kim. VE3KKA, come on in. I think she'll get it going there. Probably Kimberly's first time. I don't know if she's in the no, yeah, she's connected via EchoLink. If you guys have AllStar repeaters around you as well, you can also just key in my node there, 60092, and connect with AllStar Node. Let's try Kimberly one more time. VE3KKA, come on in. There she goes.
VA3EWV, this is VE3KKA. Hey, Ernest, I just want to congratulate you on your this ticket. Passing that must make you feel really good, because I know how much you told me you struggled with just doing the first time around, but you did really good. Makes me want to go and do it myself. So back to you.
I wish you could have saw it. I'm glad the camera didn't catch that. No, something happened here at the house there that'll make you guys laugh. I went to go back to you, Kim, to just reply back to you, and I grabbed my cup of water and was about to try to talk on my cup of water. So maybe I need to take something a little bit more than the advanced class there, since I'm grabbing cups instead of microphones there. Over.
No problem. As long as you heard me well, like using the EchoLink, I don't use it often, only when I speak to you, so it takes me a little bit of time to get back into the routine of which buttons to press and how to do it. So back to you, VA3EWV.
VE3KKA. We also have VE3 VWB out here, Rebecca. I know you've spoken to her before. And we also have my friend here close to home, VA3HRO. Rebecca, do you want to say hi to Kim? Or you guys, it's not just me out here. We have 3 of us out here now. Well, 4 altogether. But you guys are welcome to speak among yourselves too, since we don't all get to be on the radio at the same time a lot. Go ahead. We'll start with you, Rebecca.
Hello, Kim. Great to meet you. Yeah, I've been reading a little bit about your going on there and a little bit on the radio. And lots of fun to read what other people are doing. Great to meet you.
maybe 3 hours from you. Not too sure. I haven't been up that way in quite a long time.
It's a little over 2 hours, so it's not that far really. And it's about 7 or 6 up to Sierra. So I'm gonna have to make that a weekend trip. That's not gonna be just a day trip to look for a fox, unfortunately.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, I thought something was wrong there. I had a little, well, I thought it was freezing up, but it's not me. What I've learned with my EchoLink node, and all digital nodes for that matter, even DMR, probably the same with D-Star, maybe with Fusion, you have to keep your mic and wait a couple of seconds for it to connect there, right? But thank you, Rebecca and Kimberly, for the interactions there. You guys are a lot closer than you think. And we have VA3HRO here in Cornwall with me. And all of us are actually on the site, so it's good to have people on the site there and stuff too. Truth be told, I have more people outside of my club follow me than that are in the club. And I have more of you away from town. So that's why when the AllStar and EchoLink node went down, that's how I was communicating with you guys. That's why I went to go get my advanced. Because I was told before I did more research that if you wanted to get the same AllStar EchoLink node that we had at the club, you had to have your advanced certificate, right? So that's what motivated me to go out and get my advanced certificate, not to build anything, not to have a repeater, not to do all that other stuff, but I wanted to have, so what I'm going to wind up doing is selling this one because I can get one that's duplex and wind up having some more features and stuff with it. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm not going to keep you guys all night. I do appreciate you guys coming out to celebrate with me, getting my advance there. Oh, and Kimberly, I want to tell you this. Let me pause for a second because my thumb's killing me. I have to get a foot pedal. I'm going to have to get a foot pedal, but I want to tell you something here. I took the basic 4 times. Then I went 3 more times trying to get my, with honors. I did well over probably 1,000 practice tests, right? And I was like, no, that's not for me. But you know, it's a bank of 1,000 questions, right? The advanced class, when I started, day 1 with Dave Goodwin from RAC, when he started talking about stuff, because I had interacted with so many people around my club and did so many things, when he started talking about things, I was like, wait a minute, I understand that. So I had the app for, we all had the website for the basic there, and after the first class, Devin was in there too. You guys all know Devin, the VE1DXW. I took the advanced practice exam the very first day and I scored a 20. And I hadn't even been, that was just course 1. And some things I just knew because it just made sense. Like the rules and regulations, yeah, you don't go kill yourself. So, even though there's A, B, C, D, the one that you always pick is the one that you don't kill yourself, so you always get it. Anyway, to give you some hope, one of the things that Dave taught us was how to look for things in the test and this and that and da-da-da-da. And he said to me, just to let you know, anytime you see any math problems or anything like that, it's going to always be in megahertz, not hertz. So that was already a giveaway. Now, I did have 3 gentlemen, one from the UK, one from the States, and one from here in Canada, sit with me hours on hours on hours, teaching me how to do all my equations. And for those that you are watching at home, just to give you a little example, we had everyone that's out there. I'll hold up to the camera here, but all you see is a lot of math there and a lot of equations and stuff. But those guys, they spent their Sundays helping me out there. So I'm going to let you know this and try to be not so long-winded with it. If you have somebody helping you do the formulas, that's that's a lot of the stuff gone. And then when you know there are no answers in hertz or all in megahertz, and then as you're going through there, he'll say, "Here's what you want to know." By the time I was at my second month in, well, let me put it to you like this. I know I'm long-winded here, but I never scored under 20 from the day I started to the day and I'm still not. I was doing practice tests today because I really want to know more and more and more. But I never fell under 20. When I got to math, I was already at 28. You need 35 to pass, right? So all that being said, if I can sum it up, the advanced was more. I thought it was easier than the doggone basic, right? So I implore you to go and just do one, just out of the blue when you have time. It doesn't take as long as the basic one. But I implore you to go out and just do one advanced and see where you land just by yourself. Guess at the math, because you're not going to know the math probably, but just guess at it and see where you land. And I was surprised. I knew more with the advanced stuff, believe it or not, than I did with the basic. So, and I had no formal, I never even used a scientific calculator in my life, not even in school. That didn't happen. Anyway, that was a lot to say. Anyway, I hope nobody has fallen asleep over there. Back over to you, VE3KKA. I think she's looking for him.
Well, that's actually quite inspiring. I just might take tests and see where I land on that. I wouldn't do it because I want to build, I don't know, whatever you can build with an advanced license. I would do it only because I would like to one day be an examiner, and you need to have your advanced license to do that. So that's why I would do it. So back to you, Ernest, from VE3KKA.
Thank you so much, Kim. Yeah. Everybody has their reasons and stuff, and that is one. And even a guy that I know here in the club there, he said that he really doesn't do clubs, but he wanted to be an examiner, and to be an examiner, you have to join the club. So, it's all the stuff that we want to do, right? So, so hang out there. I remember when I first met you and the inspiring words you gave me and stuff like that, and I know you went on to do so, and you had passed me up. And I was like, okay, I got to kick it in high gear. This girl went out there and she's all over the place. She's doing FT8, 9, 10 through 12 and HF, BF, CF, DF and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, look at her go. So I couldn't be outdone. I had to catch up with you. Anyway, I'm not going to hold any of you guys hostage here. It's good to have you all here. We only have 5 minutes left. So I'm going to bring it over to VA3HRO for finals. We'll go around and say our goodbyes and stuff. And I guess we can close her down. VA3HRO, come on in for your finals.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot there, Ernest. Been listening, following along. Playing around, trying to see if I can get the audio on this microphone or this program to work. The audio works rather, but the receive rather than have to unplug the microphone. But we'll figure it out later. We'll play around. But anyway, just get a nice little nick you got tonight. And also, too, I'd like to congratulate you on your HF. I had mine for about 35 years. So, yeah, and we're rebuilding the station here. I got out of it for a while and rebuilding it. So, we have the tower to put up coming. And I just got the rotor in the mail today. So we're getting all our parts ready and looking for a guy with a little digger to come and dig a hole for me. So we'll see what happens. We've got a whole summer ahead of us. So with that, we'll turn it back to you. And you have yourself a good evening. And also to everybody on here, a little bit here this evening. This is VA3LI.
VA3LI-VA3HRO, thank you for coming in there. And before we say wave a hand at the rest of you, we just have VE3NYX, VE3 November Yankee X-ray. Come on in there. Well, Mr. Renzo, it's good to have you in here. Yes, from Hamilton. We got a lot of people from around your area there. Well, I won't say a lot, but we have people around the area in the Hamilton area. So it's good to have you come in and say hi, and we really appreciate it. And I met your son Simon there this past summer. We were doing some Aries training, and he actually came to the field day at my house. So we had a really good time, and we've been good pals ever since. A good son you got there, and we call him Captain Balefang. It was just an inside joke. We were having lots of fun. Thank you so much for coming in today and saying hi and waving a hand at us. Back over to you, Mr. Renzo, for any finals. V3 NYX.
QSO, thank you there. I believe I forgot your name there, and I'm trying still to get used to my iPhone system here with the be able to get in and whatnot, and I missed maybe your name on the next over. Yeah, it's good to know about you guys. Yeah, my son mentioned all about your activities up there, and very grateful you guys took him in up there in your area. Probably in the summer we probably meet maybe around field day time. Did quite a bit of that over the years, being a member of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Cup, the 3DC, and Canada Day and all that stuff involved. So it's always fun to be out there with you guys at some point to help you out if need be. Thanks a lot for taking me in, and we shall talk to you later. 73 all around. V3 NYX will be QRU.
Thank you so much. And you know what? There's those Q codes up in there. I haven't heard that one before. So QRU, but you know, I haven't been on the HF bands there. Rebecca, VE3, no, excuse me, V3 VWB. Aren't you around? We just got to talk about that. Aren't you in the Hamilton area as well?
I'm in the Hamilton. I'm in Hamilton, right in the west end of the city by the well-known McMaster University campus. That's where I am.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Renzo. VE3 Volkswagen Bug. Are you from the Hamilton area as well? Over.
I am about a half hour west of Hamilton. Next town over is called Brantford. So not too far, and I work halfway between Hamilton and Brantford. So not too, like 15, 20 minutes from McMaster where he is, and 15, 20 minutes, 15 minutes from my place to work. So give or take, right in the same area.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. Thank you very much for your time and attention today. VE3 Volkswagen Bug, VE3 NYX, and VE3 KKA. Have a good evening to all of you, and I can't wait to see you again. And hopefully, I'll hear you guys on some HF bands out there. VA3 EWV on the air. Have a great evening, and we're clear. 7-3 to everybody. Well, that was good. So on my little handy pad here, today, let's see who all came to the party. We had VE1WIN, VA3ADB, VA3SDO, VA3HRO, VA3DZT, VA3D Delta Victor 1, I think it's David. I'll see. Let me just see that, because my writing is bad, but my fancy dancy thing here keeps track of all that for me. VA3 Delta Victor Yankee, so DA3 Delta Victor Yankee, VA3 ARF, VE3 ARF, Rob, VE3 NYX, VE3 VWB, and VE3 KKA. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, with myself 11. That's not bad. We had 11 check-ins tonight. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you around on the Drive at 5 tomorrow, VA3EWV. We're going to be clear. Thank you. Now to unplug this thing.